Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ikrata and I am here to teach you the subject economics. It's an humble request to everyone, kindly subscribe my channel, like my channel and share it and comment here. If we move towards the topic, today my topic is law of equimarginal utility. First step of the question, that is introduction. What's happening in introduction of law of equimarginal utility? It is the second law of human behavior. In this law, the consumer tries to maximize his total utility from the every mean. He spends his every unit of money to get the maximum utility. Means that the consumer wants that they gain the maximum utility by the different item. If we move toward the next step of the question, that is definition. What's happened in the definition of equimarginal utility? Total utility from a given amount is maximum when it's spent on the various goods in such a way that the marginal utility of all the goods become equal. It means that the consumer get the maximum utility by spend their amount on the different items and he get the marginal utility in equal way. And hope so you should understand this definition, but I would explain more this by the help of table as well as diagram. Then the next step of the question, that is table. If we move toward the table of this equimarginal utility, in this table we measure the units of money one side, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the marginal utility of apples and the toffees. These are the two different items and we get the marginal utility. We spend the amount on the different amounts on the different items, and if we get the 1 unit of apple we get the marginal utility of 30, and if we spend the 25 if we get the money spend the money on the first unit of toffee, then we get the utility as 25. After that, the second unit, if we spend on the second unit, then we get the minus utility of 25, and toffees we get the minus utility of 20. On the third unit, we get the minus utility of rupees 20 and the utility of 15 on the third unit of toffee. If we move towards the further, same things is going on. The total utility is going to be minor utility is going to be decreases and the total utility become greater of the apples and the less than the toffees. After that, we see the minor equiminor utility greater or maximum. How we maximize our total utility? By which gaining items? If, for example, we gain the 3 items of an apple and the 2 items of the toffees, then we get the maximum utility. Now we see by the help of diagram how we maximize our total utility by gaining the different 2 items. Now, as you see in that diagram, that the first line in which you see the line that one is the toffees, we show the utility of the toffees, and the other line which shows the utility marginal utility of the apples. Now the point F, G, E and H, that is the loss, and the point B, C, A and D, which show the marginal utility, that is gain. And if we normalize this diagram, that we get there point 0, B, D, A, and these are the line which shows that it is the normal or the balance, but we gain the maximum utility, so we prefer that the points C, D, A and B. If we move towards the explanation, in explanation we write that how we make the table and the diagram by the help of this table, how we gain this minus utility and how we maximize our total utility by gaining or the apples and the toffees. We maximize our total utility by equalizing the different items so that we gain the balance our diets. And if we move toward the next step of the question, that is assumptions, what's happened in the assumptions? First step of the question assumptions is consumer is rational. How the consumer is rational? Consumer behavior should be a rational. It means that he wants to get the maximum utility from his money. If we move toward the next assumption, that is goods are divisible. It means that the goods are divided into the equal units. Means that the units should be divided into the equal units. And if we move toward the next assumption, that is the diminishing marginal utility. In the marginal utility of every good falls, that is the diminishing marginal utility. Means the items which we gain, then its utility should be moving towards the lower, that should be fall. Then if we move towards the next assumptions of the this question, that is utility is measurable. How we say that the utility is measurable? The consumer's income is fixed, it cannot be changed. Then the consumer has total 22 rupees, then he had to spend on the two goods, then he get the money and he saves nothing from his amount. Then he should want to save his money, then he spent in the two different items, so that he maximum his total utility and uh, as compared to that step. And if we move towards the next assumptions of the equiminor utility, that is the minor utility is constant. It means that the minor utility becomes constant at one point. It neither would be increased nor the decrease. It means it remains constant, then it's become assumption. After towards, if we move towards the next step of the question, that is limitations. First limitation is utility is not measurable. It's mean that utility is related with the mental state of the man, and the mental state cannot be measured, and the reason is that there is no device become invested to measure the mental state of man, so its minor utility does not be measurable. And if we move towards the next limitation of equiminor utility, that is ignorance of consumers. Sometimes the consumers are ignorant to the goods that he get the more utility than the goods that he's purchasing. It means that the sometimes he don't have such a money, or he does not be able to get that money, but he wants to get that thing so that he can maximize his total utility, but he cannot gain. So and the consumer ignore that goods and get the maximum utility. Next step of the question, that is carelessness of consumer. In this limitation, that when a person spends the money for the sake of fashion or the custom, he does not care for the utility of the good. Means that sometimes the human does not care about his own utility. He get spend their money as the item that is going to be on the fashion and the custom. Then the next assumption limitation, that is indivisible goods. That it is impossible to divide some goods into the smaller units such that the cow and the freezers etc. In this such type of items, sometimes we want to gain this item. For example, we want to gain the cow, but we don't have a money to spend on this, so it is not able to be divisible as well, so we ignore that goods. It is indivisible good. Effect of advertisement, that is the next limitation of the question. That is sometimes advertisement influence the people to purchase some goods though the utility is less their price. Sometimes the person don't want to get that item, but the advertisement force them so that they can gain this item by for the check and balance purpose as well. These all were the limitations of the equiminor utility, and then the next step of the question, that is the conclusion. In the conclusion, what would we write? That the consumers spend their money on the different items so that he maximize his total utility by equalizing their money, and the money spent on all the goods should be equal in their minor utility. That's all from my side. Hope so you understand my topics. Thank you. And if you need any guidance, comment on my channel, so I will guide